Brigata Kurvasud terlahir dari sebuah perlawanan. Brigata Kurvasud mengadopsi kultur ultra dari luar yang dimana artinya berlebihan. Bahasanya dimana Brigata Kurvasud ingin memberikan dukungan secara berlebihan untuk PSS Sleman dengan cara berdiri dan bernyanyi dengan lantang 90 menit tanpa henti.
You see in their eyes how much they love the club, and this is something I learned over years.
Karena kita beli tribun yang sama, dengan alasan yang sama, tujuan yang sama, rasa kepemilikan kita atas tim kebanggaan kita, dan apa yang kita kasih itu tentang cinta sih sebenarnya kalau aku bilang.
Yeah, we're here with Kim Korinyawan. He's the captain of the team, captain of PSS Sleman. So many supporters came to your last training. How do you feel about it? Having so many supporters here, and how important is next game? It seems to be a very important one.
Yeah, for us it's a pretty important game. We are in the relegation battle with 6 more games to go. We are just three points ahead of the team who gets relegated. So for us it's a big game on Thursday coming up against Borneo. And yeah, for the players it's always nice to have the support, like direct support from the fans, even at training, and of course at the stadium on Thursday. So yeah, let's hope with the support of our supporters we can get those 3 points. The very well needed 3 points. So yeah, let's hope for the best.
And what about the support? So you play in Solo,
Yes.
in Surakarta. What do you expect from the atmosphere? I mean, home games are known for their great atmosphere. And how has it been the past weeks and months? Have there been many people coming to those games far away?
Yeah, so actually, like, we are from Sleman, from Jogja, so our stadium unfortunately is under renovation, so we cannot play really at home. So we go to Solo, but our supporters they also still come to Solo, even though we cannot get full capacity because of, I don't know, like police restrictions and stuff. But still around 10,000 are still coming.
That's a lot.
Yes, and the atmosphere is always very nice. They are well known. The PHS are well known to sing along all the 90 minutes. So yeah, for the players it's like really a big support system, which is very well needed now in this moments, in this situation where you're fighting against relegation. It's always not really comfortable. So it's good that we all stick together, and yeah, let's hope we can come out of it as winners.
So Kim, one more question we would like to ask. This series is on Indonesian supporters and Indonesian ultras. You have been playing here for quite a while. What can you tell about the craziness of Indonesian football fans and ultras?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nothing what you can expect. Everything what you expect, it's even more, I think. So all the games, not all the games, but pretty much the teams with the big support base, all the games are packed. All the trainings, like the supporters come to watch, and like to try to support the team. So it's also a lot on social media, of course. Now it's an era of social media. Yeah, sometimes going into a positive, sometimes into a negative direction. But
you can tell
that's life of a footballer, and we have to deal with it. But I think most of the time it's a positive support, and it's I think one of the great support systems a footballer can have, the supporters. If you go in a stadium, play a game, and the stadium is full, so that's always nice. And also always, of course, the derbies are always a highlight of the season. But no, I think in Indonesian football, the supporters are probably one main thing or one big thing which everybody is maybe a bit
proud of,
a bit like looking at Indonesia. Oh wow, they have so many supporters coming to the league games. Other nations or other countries, especially Southeast Asia, can dream of.
Yeah.
So I hope also the quality of the football, the quality of the national team improve. And then from there we will see what we can do outside of Southeast Asia, maybe even in the world. Let's see what's coming next for the Indonesian football.
And what about the trainings and getting to the ground? It's hard sometimes because there's so many people, even at training sessions.
Yeah, the training sessions is still alright. Sometimes, especially if you're in a big team. Of course, before and after the fans are there, I want to have the photos and stuff, but it is already a normal thing, I guess. And but especially at games, it's always a police escort, of course. If not, there's no chance to get to reach the stadium. So it's always a nice thing to see, though. You drive to the stadium, you see on the left and the right many supporters waiting for the teams to arrive. That atmosphere is slowly coming. That nervousness inside of the players is coming and is getting bigger and bigger until the whistle comes and the game starts. And then it's just 90 minutes of football for the supporters and of course also for the players. And then at the end, it's a draw, it's a winner, it's a loss. That's football, of course. Let's hope it's every time the best for us. But yeah, let's see. I just wish the best for the Indonesian football.
Would you say that Indonesia, which is undoubtedly like the best atmosphere in Southeast Asia, would you say that it is one of the best atmospheres in the world right now?
Depends on which game, but if you pick game by game, I think you can really compare it with other big derbies in the world. That's for sure.
Now looking at Sleman's atmosphere, I mean, you're the captain. What makes Sleman a special club, especially its supporters? What makes it so special to be supported by Brigata Kovasut and all the other supporters of Sleman?
I know the BCS are well known, are quite famous in Indonesia. Before I played in Persib, and I was always admiring them because they went everywhere, really
Boboto.
everywhere. No, I mean the BCS. I played in Persib,
even
and
when
I played against PSS, I was always a lot of supporters from them. And now I'm with PSS, and yeah, it's always very, very nice. You go everywhere. Like a few weeks ago, we played in Persebaya, and we had like thousands of supporters from us. So the atmosphere is always very, very good. But also, in my opinion, also very hard, very tough for the opponent, because our crowd is really intimidating, So it's never easy for.
It's the X
For the
factor, the
away,
fans. It
yes.
can be like the 12th man.
Exactly.
We saw that in Surabaya. There were many people there. Unfortunately, for you,
Yes.
you lost,
Yes.
and maybe it could have been even more singing
Yes, yes, yes.
in case you win, of course.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, but like, thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Knowing from a player how it is to play here and also to be supported by these guys, these great guys, and
It's
yeah.
always also a thing you see in their eyes how much they love the club, and this is something I learned over years. When I just came here, it's just yeah, okay, like I'm from Germany, and people supporting the clubs because I'm also a Bayern München fan. I support my club. I'm angry if they lose, but still supporting them. But here is different. Persib, it's the whole city who is supporting Persib, and they are born into it. So if you're born in Bandung, you're a Persib supporter,
And if you're born,
and if you're born in Sleman, you're
Yeah.
PCS. So this is really something which is a bit different than in Europe probably, because for them it's like it's their life. It's their life. The club is their life. So for us, it's sometimes we don't really realize how much the responsibility is on the player's side. So I think us players, we have a big responsibility to fulfill the expectations, the high expectations from our supporters, and that's why it's always pretty hard. For me, it's always pretty hard to, if we don't win, if we lose a game,
Yeah, it's
to
not
go
like
home and to
just
see
a game, a day or two, like in some other countries, like we see the Premier League where people like they go there and it all seems a bit of an event, and of course you're a
Yes,
bit
yes, yes.
sad when you go home, but then the next day your normal life starts again, and yeah, I can
But here
see
it's just
where you're coming from.
It's different. It's just different. Here it's like it's the whole life. Everything is connected to the club. So that's what I really appreciate from all the supporters who support PSS Sleman now, of course.
Okay, so that was a big cheers to your supporters.
Yes.
I wish you good luck for the game
Thank you.
on Thursday. We are going to be there, so let's see what happens. I think it could be a good day for you. Let's
I
hope
hope
you can
so.
get
I
something
hope
out of
so.
that game
Let's-
against
yes.
number 1 Borneo.
Yes, it's gonna be a tough game. We play against the first place. So yeah, but football, everything
You never
is
know.
possible. Nothing is impossible.
With the
So-
supporters,
Exactly.
especially.
With the 12 men, so let's see.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Don't know when it's story. Sanitary to barbarian vanity. Passion, preoccupation. Big down perceptions to religion. Ignorance, dreaming of. Even if it is a rule I will. When the end of federation, craving the lessons and worshippers. Let's go, turn back, everything around. Come on, Macarena, we don't lose today. Together, carry on, we're all in football.
We're here in the heart of the neighborhood, in the heart of Sleman, at your clubhouse. We've seen Regata Curva Sud's fan shop, some very nice shirts there. We've seen some stickers, some graffiti. Now we're here on the rooftop. We could feel that this club is very important to that neighborhood, to the people here. How could you explain that relationship? What does PSS Sleman mean to this district?
Okay, what I will say is that PSS means a lot to me and other people as well. It's basically the centerpiece of me and everyone else's life, because the way we see that this club is our reason of existence in the first place, is what makes us alive and what makes us proud to being from the city, and our reason to keep going in life, basically, because the pride is came from the fact that this football club is kind of put Sleman on the map, and as you can see that Yogyakarta is a very busy cities, because there is a lot of people from all over the country, even the world, who came here, but not many people knows that there is also a city called Sleman in Yogyakarta, so it's kind of overlooked a bit by people who came here. But because of this football club, I can safely say that for me, and people can finally start to say that we are coming from Sleman instead of we're coming from Yogyakarta. And now that we also have people from all over the country, from Jakarta, from Bandung, even Europe, that says that we came to Sleman is because of this football club. And how much it means to us is everything, because basically being born in Sleman or live in Sleman is already a tough life to do, and everything is already going against you. The minimum wage is not good enough, the price of living is very high, and you can barely get by on an everyday life. You have to really think carefully about how you spend your money. But as a city, Sleman or Yogyakarta has everything, and they have so much to offer, but we felt like all those things is not really for us. And I believe that I cannot speak on behalf of other people, but I think people will feel the same way as I do. But I believe that PSS is the only thing in the city that is created and specifically created for us, and that we can really feel that we belong to something, is this football club. So in a way, yes, this club is everything for us.
Thank you very much. So the club is the heart of the city, it's in the heart of the people, and it's also brought out to other parts of Indonesia. There are supporters in different parts. There are two reasons for it. Could you tell us why also in other cities some people love Sleman?
Oh yeah, since Sleman and Yogyakarta is very much one of the education center in the country, so we have a lot of people coming in the city to study, and maybe during the course of the study they became aware that there is a football club, there is PSS Sleman, and that they became interested in also watching PSS match, and in time they grew quite fondly of the club, that they became attached to the club. But most of the time, once they finish their study, they go back to their hometown, but they bring their affection to the club, to that city, and then maybe eventually they meet with other people who also have a connection to this football club, and they start to forming a group that have the same goals or same affection, which is their love for this football club.
And you've also told me that there are many people from the city of Sleman that live outside, that they keep supporting the club and they don't start joining or visiting other clubs' matches.
Yeah, but since live in the city is already tough, so you have a lot of people who move outside of the city to earn a living, to work, and eventually they also meet with other people who do the same thing as them. So they began to create this kind of diaspora, but it's not limited to just this country, but we also have people who from a group that support this club in Korea, in Japan, and they do the same thing as well. And sometimes on occasion they travel back to the city specifically just to watch PSS, and maybe seeing their family or friends again is just a bonus to them, but their only reason is just to watch PSS play again at home. But sometimes they also have the privilege that the city they work in also have a football club, so when we travel there they also get their chance to go to the stadium as well. So basically I would say that maybe they leave the city but they bring something to them, which is their love for the football club, for PSS.
So now PSS is famous in the world, famous on YouTube and some other channels, some other place where you can find all the pictures. So how do you feel about all this attention that you get from media and people abroad? Does it affect the work, the style and the daily life of your group in the stands and outside the stadium?
Whereas the attention is not something that we specifically looking for, but it also came with the territory. It's because the way we support the club and how the club react to it is kind of make it that what we do is well known, but we don't let that affect our daily life of the Brigada Akur Vasud itself, because it's not the reason of our existence. We exist solely just to support the club, even if it means something beyond the pitch. But yeah, it's great, especially if it's bring attention to the football club. It's good, but if the attention is directed to us, well, we don't really care about it that much, because we're not supporting or do what we do to please people or to get a praise. We do not do it for that. So I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so you stay true to your mentality, no matter how much attention you get or you could get by doing this or that action.
Yes.
After so many nice insights, so many nice views on your city, your club, people supporting the club and the worldwide attention you get, would you like to share something to the Ultras world, to our viewers all over the place?
Well, as for the message is that maybe I will not go into that much, because I believe all the people who's watching and being part of this lifestyle is already know what they are doing. But maybe the best message I can give them is that just keep doing what they do, as long as it's for the good of the club. Well, the sky is the limit, basically.
Okay, thank you very much. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
we are very happy to have two members of LCS, of Ladies Cover Sud here. We really respect your work that has been going on for more than 10 years, and we hope that our viewers will also be happy to hear about your group, your work, and they'll be very respectful in the comments too. So first, asking you as two female supporters, what does it mean to be a Sleman supporter? What does Sleman mean to you?
Sebagai supporter wanita menganggap sebuah klub LCS ini sebagai keluarga kedua saya. Jadi di dalam sepak bola itu nggak cuma nonton sepak bolanya di stadion. Jadi LCS itu setiap ulang tahun, misalkan anniversary, dia juga nanti ada acara-acara tertentu. Jadi kita bisa kumpul di situ menjadi sebuah keluarga baru buat saya.
10 tahun ini as a personal, 10 tahun aku berada di LCS ini, aku tuh bertumbuh dan berkembang di sini. Jadi seperti yang dikatakan Mbak Devi tadi, Berdan ini sebagai rumah kedua aku karena hampir setengah dari umurku aku ada di sini. Jadi aku create many things to do, aku dapat insight banyak banget, learn many things juga. Artinya Sleman buat aku juga banyak banget karena banyak hal yang nggak bisa aku dapetin ketika aku nggak ada di posisi ini.
So your group, your movement, it started some time back. Can you tell me something about the reasons? When did you start your section of supporters that only allows females? What were the reasons and how many members have you got at the moment?
Jadi terbentuknya LCS itu atas kepedulian kita sebagai sesama perempuan. Jadi kita buat wadah di Tribun Selatan itu, makanya kita namain LCS. Jadi Ladies Cover Sud sebagai wadah di perempuan Tribun Selatan. Jadi
dan kita terbentuknya dari 29 Januari 2012, hampir setahun setelah BCS terbentuk. Dan untuk membernya sekarang nggak bisa dihitung sih sebenarnya, karena LCS ini nggak sebagai struktural, kita nggak punya ketua, nggak punya posisi apa, tapi siapapun bisa masuk, dan ini semua movement kita bergerak secara organik juga. Jadi kembali lagi ke alasan tadi di awal, reason why kita create LCS ini karena emang rasa kepedulian satu sama lain.
So throughout the years, you had many actions, you had a big say, fighting for women's rights, creating awareness for different topics. Can you tell me something about your actions in general, and also name some examples, some topics you were working on?
Sebenarnya banyak, tapi ada beberapa mungkin yang bisa kita highlight di sini adalah salah satunya My Body My Choice, karena itu menghadapi keresahan yang ada di tribun ketika cara berpakaian itu banyak terjadi pro kontra di situ. Akhirnya kita membuat sebuah action My Body My Choice, di mana kita tuh harus bisa menjaga diri kita masing-masing. Apapun yang kita kenakan ya itu yang harus kita jaga juga satu sama lain. Dan itu kita pengen tekankan juga, kita edukasi ke supporter yang lain baik perempuan maupun laki-laki. Salah satunya adalah My Body My Choice. Terus juga ada kita juga beberapa aksi seperti One Woman One Flare, One Woman One Smoke, dan apa lagi Mbak? Kita juga sering bikin gathering di mana kita bahas seksual harassment juga, kita bahas tentang movement apa sih yang bisa kita kasih ke klub kesayangan kita ini.
We're here just next to the office where they sell tickets for the game tomorrow. It's a home game, but it's not a regular home game because everybody has to travel to Solo to see that game. So, first question, are you also coming tomorrow with your group?
Of course.
And the second question, this is like an away day. How do you organize away days in general? Do you have your own transportation? Do you go to nearly every game? How is it?
Cara kami setiap pergi away days itu nanti setiap acara nanti kita list tiket terlebih dahulu di grup WhatsApp LCS. Nanti setelah itu kita baru di list berapa member dari LCS yang mau ikut, baru kita nanti input ke BCS-nya terlebih dahulu. Sudah itu nanti kita atur seatnya berapa, baru terkumpul.
Dan untuk akomodasi secara transportasi juga kita kelola secara mandiri juga di beberapa match juga. Terus untuk berapanya itu juga kita menyesuaikan demand yang ada sih.
How is it in general to be at the match of Sleman, to be in the stands with your group, surrounded by your members, your fellow members? How does it feel?
Bagi saya menyenangkan karena bisa mendukung langsung PSS Sleman secara langsung, bisa bernyanyi bersama teman-teman selama 90 menit. Bagi saya itu menyenangkan.
Karena kita beli tribun yang sama, dengan alasan yang sama, tujuan yang sama, rasa kepemilikan kita atas tim kebanggaan kita, dan apa yang kita kasih itu tentang cinta sih sebenarnya kalau aku bilang. Karena love is give and give, not give and take. Kalau kita mengekspektasikan sesuatu tentang apa sih pertandingan besok, setiap every single match dari PSS Sleman, it's mean sangat sesuatu yang nggak bisa kita deskripsiin. Apalagi dengan nilai itu sangat berharga. Sebenarnya tinggal kehadiran kita, eksistensi kita di situ. Kehadiran kita itu sangat berharga buat tim. Jadi it's about love, I think. And about the action, LCS have the same kayak komunitas lainnya juga. Kita punya giant flag, kita punya mini flag juga, kita punya atribut juga yang nggak selalu kita pakai, cuma itu kita juga punya. Jadi sama kayak komunitas lainnya.
Lastly, we would like to ask you, as we always do it, have you got any message to the Ultras world, especially female supporters around the world and in Indonesia?
Semua orang berhak menonton bola, siapapun itu dan dimanapun itu.
And for the last is no gender in football.
So we wish you good luck for tomorrow and good luck for the future supporting PSS.
PSS Sleman,
Ale.
Ale.
Terbangun dan berkaki setiap hari, ku nikmati hariku di kota kecil ini, membangun asa dan sejuta mimpi, jadi apapun di rumahku sendiri, melaju pesat diriku lewati jalan, palagan gagal hingga kejayaan, di bawah mendung langit dan papan iklan. Meski beradu nasib, tetaplah berkawan. Sleman, kota kecil kebanggaan, di sudut kaki Merapi ku tanam harapan. Tuliskan tawa tangis dan kenangan, hingga nanti ujung jalan kita rayakan. Singkirkan semua lelah dan penyesalan, melebur dalam sebuah lingkaran. Angkat gelasmu dan bernyanyilah kawan, lagu tentang kota kecil penuh impian. Sleman, kota kecil kebanggaan.
So we're just coming home from the game. Sadly, it's a 1-0 for Borneo, but still there were around 8,000 people there. Even it's like an away game. So you had some longer trips in Indonesia, and we've heard crazy stories, crazy things about how people, especially young people, finance these trips. So can you tell us something about that way to finance it? What's the name of it and how does it work?
Okay. So basically the funds we use to travel on away games is we finance it ourselves, and we have this in Sleman we have this tradition called UGD. It's short for Utang Gadedol, which in English I think something along the line of sell, borrow, or buy, or
Lend?
or land, things like that. Basically, people who sell all kinds of things, anything that can turn into money, they just sell it, like shoes, clothes, maybe some bike, maybe even some crazy stuff like chickens or pets, things like that. But that's why almost maybe by the end of the season, most of people belonging or possession is gone because of the amount of away games that we have to attend. So that's how we finance it.
And what do you do the next season? What's happening the next season?
Well,
You have already sold everything.
well, fortunately, no. Fortunately, this year I'm doing quite well, so I don't have to do that. But back in the day, yeah, basically, if I see something can turn into money, I will just sell it. Maybe at the start of the season I have 9 pair of shoes, but by the end of the season only 2, things like that.
The 2 is still okay. Are there some people who have no shoes by the end of the season?
Maybe just 1.
Yeah. Still enough to go. Yeah.
Yeah, should be enough to go, yeah.
So it's the third part of our series Ultras World on Tour in Indonesia. We're here in Sleman and we're happy to meet some members who will answer some questions. We are going to start with the first member who's going to tell us about how Brigata Curva Sud started and how they got their name. Can you tell us about how Brigata Curva Sud emerged out of a new movement that was called Ultras PSS?
Brigata Curva Sud lahir pada medio 2011 yang diprakarsai oleh Ultras PSS dan 7 komunitas lainnya yang berpindah dari utara ke selatan. Dan Brigata Curva Sud sendiri terinspirasi dari sebuah film yang dimana karakter utamanya memakai kaos bertulisan Brigata.
Thanks for telling us about the origin of the group and its name. And now let's talk about the organization of the group. What about subgroups? And does your group have a leader or a number of leaders?
Brigata Curva Sud sama sekali tidak ada struktur organisasi. Brigata Curva Sud mengedepankan no leader just together, di mana setiap pribadi yang ada di Brigata Curva Sud boleh dan sangat diperkenankan untuk menyuarakan suaranya pada saat forum. Dan Brigata Curva Sud terdiri dari berbagai komunitas, tapi dengan tujuan yang sama, yaitu PSS Sleman.
Could you also tell us something about the reasons to start Brigata Curva Sud? What was your inspiration and what goals did you have when you started this movement?
Brigada Kurvasud terlahir dari sebuah perlawanan. Brigada Kurvasud mengadopsi kultur ultra dari luar yang dimana artinya berlebihan. Bahasanya dimana Brigada Kurvasud ingin memberikan dukungan secara berlebihan untuk PSS Sleman dengan cara berdiri dan bernyanyi dengan lantang 90 menit tanpa henti.
What can you share about your ideology and mentality? And could you also talk about and let us know what your clothing style and your style of support is like?
Brigada Kurvasud memiliki 8 manifesto, di mana 8 manifesto itu menjadi pedoman kami dalam mendukung PSS Sleman. Salah satunya orang muntir. Orang muntir berarti tidak takut di berbagai keadaan, tidak takut menghadapi apapun, bahkan tidak takut untuk bernyanyi dan berdiri selama 90 menit untuk PSS Sleman. Gaya berpakaian kami untuk mendukung hitam-hitam, dan kami memakai sepatu karena bagi kami mendukung tim kebanggaan adalah sebuah ibadah bagi kami. Bagaimana itu adalah suatu hal yang sakral.
BCS Brigada Kurvasud, you did something very unique. You supported the club financially, not only at a certain point in time, but for several years. Yeah, you could even say for many years. Now that is not happening anymore. So why did you decide to do it back then, and what was the reason to stop it?
Pada masa itu, tim kami PSS Sleman mengalami keterpurukan finansial, di mana PSS Sleman tidak bisa untuk latihan, untuk membeli keperluan, untuk menggaji pemain. Maka dari itu Brigada Kurvasud memberikan dukungan finansial melalui hasil penjualan merchandise yang ada di Kurvasud Shop. Dan mengapa saat ini sudah tidak menjadi sponsor PSS Sleman? Karena tim kami PSS Sleman sudah dilirik oleh banyak sponsor, dan kami bersyukur bahwasanya daya tarik PSS Sleman sudah lebih tinggi daripada masa itu. Tapi bukan berarti hal itu menyetop kami untuk memberikan dukungan finansial untuk PSS Sleman. Kami tetap memberikan dukungan finansial untuk PSS Sleman, tapi di akhir season, di akhir liga.